Help me. Fill up everything. Come on.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Diablo 4. Day 1 is in the books. I was able to make it to World Tier 3, level 55 on my Upheaval Barbarian, which by the way feels absolutely amazing with the changes they made to this skill. And I gotta say, playing with the community so far Season 2, with the exception of the server problems, feels a whole lot better. Now for this video, what I want to talk about is loot, experience, and fun. But I want to say right at the beginning, I'm not going to share with you the best way to get loot. And I'm not going to share with you the fastest way to gain experience. But from my day 1 experience, I'm going to tell you what I had an absolute blast playing with friends and community while getting a ton of experience, while getting a ton of loot, okay? So I just want to put that out there. I'm not saying this is the most optimal way, but I will say this worked for me day 1, getting to World Tier 3, mid 50s, and it was an absolute blast. And what we're going to look at right now is the Blood Harvest event. And you will see this on the map in green. It is like a Helltide, which isn't on the map right now, but it is green and it is there forever. Basically, once the timer is up, the Blood Harvest moves to a different area in the map, and then you can go through everything again. And this symbol right here, the actual Blood Harvest symbol, is the area we are going to go to. And I'm going to show you what we did literally over and over and over again inside of these zones yesterday. And we're going to start off by doing a little bit of vampire slaying. So let's just go ahead and get closer to where we want to go. By the way, the traversal is so much better on the mounts for this new season. And by the way, if anybody is looking for an awesome, absolutely awesome barbarian build, I will link my new upheaval build in the description. Okay. Now, when you are in these new zones, you are looking for these. This is blood lures, and you will see right here, I have 182 of them. Or I guess I should say 183. And you get these through opening these chests and just hunting enemies inside of this zone. Now, this is best when you are playing multiplayer, and the best size party is 3, but 4 works as well. Let me just unlock I gotta let that villager out. And when you get 150 combined, now that is whether you have 150 yourself or you are in a party with 50, 50, and 50. And again, this is what we were doing yesterday. Party of 4, and every time 3 of us gained 50 blood lures, we each had 50, we would come to the map right here under the Blood Harvest. And you will see here, there is a blood lure pedestal, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And again, this seasonal mechanic is actually a lot of fun. There is so much to do in these little green zones. And I just felt like we had so much loot that we were just going back and forth from town all the time selling things. I've got all of my vampiric powers. Half of them are already maxed level. All of my sacred gear is the rolls I want. I've got over 10 million gold, and I owe it all to these green zones. Okay. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Now, again, once you have 150 of these, whether you have all 150 or you are in a party and each person has 50, you will click on 1 and we are activated. See the little blood? And 2, and we are activated, and it pulls out 50 every time. And weirdly, a lot of times people will go put 50 in and then just walk away. So you'll actually walk up like this. It's like somebody leaving their money in the slot machine. I don't know. And then when you put in the 3rd one, ba-bam. It is now fight time. And a lot of people will wait and just kind of harvest off you, is I guess the way to put it. Because as you can see now on the map up here, it is glowing. The beacons are shining. So normally you'll see a bunch of people that just randomly show up because they can also help with the event and get the spoils. So far, no one has shown up yet. And while, oh, there's one. See? He's like, hey, can I help? Terrible. No, it's okay. If I ran up and somebody was running one, I would jump in as well, so it's okay. Now, ultimately, you're going to be fighting waves and waves of enemies. You're going to get tons of blood lures, and then at the end, you are going to fight some kind of mini bosses that are going to drop some good loot for you. And again, you will see. We did this, I don't know, maybe 30 times yesterday, and everybody was just having so much fun.
I don't have enough fury.
All right, here we go. Take that.
Out of fury.
You slowed me. You are dead. Okay. Now imagine what you see on screen right now at World Tier 4. Imagine being in a party and you just harvest these over and over and over again. I've got Seeker's Keys on the ground. I've got, I don't know how many. Let's see how many legendaries we were able to get from that run. And honestly, it didn't take all that long. So our spoils, we just get everything from our blood lures. Are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 legendaries from that activation. And for the last time, if you're doing it with the party, it is only going to cost you 50. My full first impressions video on D4 is coming up later. If you are bored, if you are looking for gear, if you're trying to do something new, this blood harvest season, as far as seasonal mechanic over Malignant Tunnels, is 100 times better. Movement is better, leveling is better, and we're going to be moving on to World Tier 4 today in our stream, maybe hunting some new bosses. That's all I've got. 2 asks at the end of the video. I guess I do have more. I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it. Ask number 2, check out my Patreon. I get asked all the time, Aaron, what is the best way to support? And Patreon is it, and you get the most added benefits. And my new blooper reel is going there as well. I've got my studio tour. You get access to the bonus hour of the podcast. It is the best. First link in the description is the Patreon. Okay, now I'm done. Hopefully you're entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.